and I get the iconic shotgun too. Very cool. But there's this theory online where, like, Mad Max is a different guy every time, but people are so focused on the storytelling and, like, this repetition of this character that Mad Max gets called, his title gets given to different people every time. And this game kind of feeds into that a bit with the whole legend system, you know, where they talk about how your legend grows as Mad Max. And so Mad Max is more of this moniker, this title that can be given out to people instead of necessarily is actually a human being, which is, you know, it has its own appeal, sure, but it also, oh, wow, why do I only have 3 Thunderpoon rounds? This is not a good fight to be in with that situation. Oh, it's not gonna do anything. Oh, let me break down that. And so it almost kind of behooves the story to be that way, because then anybody can be Mad Max in the Mad Max universe. Everyone has that chance at glory and greatness. Oh, I can actually blow you right up. Boom. Should probably take him out, actually. Oh, I can do some burning here. Oh, yeah. Focusing on this fight more than I'm focused on my random words. I don't know. It's just it's a universe that I love. It's a universe that I find a lot of fun. You know, it's a point where there's a lot of creativity. You know, a lot of thought given to how, you know, how would a post-apocalyptic society work that, you know, has forgotten almost everything from before. Oh, I can get this guy right out of there. Makes some sense. Thunderdome is also narrated by the future Road Warrior. Yep. Yeah, that's a very good point. You know, it's always a story. It's always a tell, to some extent. Yeah, it's one of my favorite IPs out there, and I like to see people do things with it. But I'm also just not going to give a game or whatever a pass just because it happens to be something I like. Oh, come on, get off my ass, buddy. Drive me nuts. Alright, come on, here we go. Come on. Do you have a bumper? Nope, I'll take that tire, though. Peace, my friend, peace. Oh, wow, I have 16. I have a lot of scrap laying around. Alright. I think I can get a bumper shot on one of these dudes if I'm lucky. No, I can get that tire, though. I want to get this guy. Just want to do it because I can. Okay, got to. There we go. Yeah, I know. Alright, out of ammo there. Got 4 shots left in this bad boy. Let's see, where can I shoot you to actually do damage? Probably not a lot of locations, honestly. Let's do a quick ender break here. Endor break, and just do some grinding. This is interesting. I was doing a pretty much combo chain ricochet bash. Ah, fuck it. Nice. You know, that was so close in there. It builds up damage over time. Oh, he's grinding me hard. Ah, I'm gonna fail this just because it's not working. Alright, killed him. I'm taking the car. Good luck. Let's see if I can take him down, this bad boy. One, two, three. Alright. So they arguably don't even know that I'm here? What? I thought I was undetected by Scrotus faction. Alright, well, fair enough. But yeah, so the storyline of the game, to some extent, is that Scrotus is related to Immortan Joe from the Fury Road movie, because I feel that's pretty shoehorned in and unnecessary, but they did take a really cool look and add that up. Oh shit, I gotcha. I did not know there was a fuel tank in there. Alright. There we go. And nope. Done. Now the rest of these dudes we can take out on foot. Nah. Getting sniped. I don't know, the first one was like a completely different movie. It's like, the first one doesn't even feel like it's in the same genre of Mad Max. Oh god. Alright. So now I can also signal for Chum Bucket. But it could make more sense that the stories get attributed to this mythical figure over time. More or less, all lone wonders get assumed to be the same guy, creating a future mythology. I'm also an oddity. I don't think Fury Road was all that amazing. Yeah, I know, you don't. It's okay. But it is for me, it was, I really loved it. Ooh, come on, you guys, get out of there. Oh, I can get in my vehicle. Chum Bucket has arrived. My chariot is here. Let's take down this tower really quick. There's that. Alright, we got this. Just gotta keep our toes toey. But yeah, that's Mad Max. Let's see. So just as a hint, so I completed this so I could get the best grinders, but all these regions still have shit to go and destroy. I think there's still a mission there's a mission there to do. This all has to be filled out. Her Pink Eyes storyline was arguably one of my favorites because you just kind of go and you put all these supplies together for an arc, more or less, that she can send her people out on across the Great White, which is over here, because this is all below sea level. All used to be water before the water receded and turned this into a desert. And so they like kind of send this ship off across the desert, the dunes, the Great White, as it were, to try to just find a better place to live, which is kind of cool. Gut Gash is focused on rebuilding a boat, and Jeet has arrows. I mean, not everyone's created equal, so not everyone gets to have cool storylines. And Deep Fry is kind of weird too. Deep Fry is just some dude being a dude out here loving the fire. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna call it here. I can go for another couple minutes. Let's go get this, because this is actually a fun little story. This other mission down here, because you get a pretty cool vehicle out of it, which doesn't matter much. Like that's one of the things in the game. Good action film, not a great Mad Max film, not as revelatory as people made it out to seem. I think I might have benefit from not having Max in it to start. I don't know. I don't really want to get too into that either way. I think it is what it is as far as that's concerned. But one thing about the game here is that you get all these, like, there's all these cool vehicles in the game that you never drive. And the game's kind of like, oh, you can drive other vehicles. Look at all these other things you can do. Why would I drive a vehicle that I didn't, I've worked, like, these are all, these are upgrades that I have arguably worked for and fought for and wanted to get for this vehicle. Why would I want to drive anything else? But it does kind of flesh out the game and the game's lore, so to speak, which is nice. Like, they obviously did they put a lot of work into making the vehicles a centerpiece of the game. Oh, there's these guys. I can give them some water and they'll yammer at me. Give me that water, bro. Drink it, my low poly friend with the neck seam. Enjoy that neck seam. Ever unlock the interceptor? Yeah, actually, I do have the interceptor now. I can actually go and pull that out, but it's not as fast as this. Like, I don't think it's as fast as my Magnum Opus in its current state, And of course, when I'm driving it, like, you don't have Chum Bucket. Yeah, you can't upgrade it. You don't have Chum Bucket, so you don't have the harpoon or the on-the-road repairs, which is a little ridiculous. And you don't have, I don't know, it just feels kind of hollow and empty. because you get so used to having this vehicle and what it can do. I mean, that being said, you can actually make this, the Magnum Opus, look pretty close to the Interceptor. Like, I can grab the shovel face, which is essentially the Interceptor's body. I think maybe it's a shovel face or the furnace. They're both pretty close to the... actually, this is much closer to the Interceptor's body. The Wild Hunt, which is great. And then you can get your paints as well. The body colors, I guess. That's getting there pretty close. There's not really like a black, which is kind of weird. Oh, yeah, you can go with some weird camo. Ooh. Let's see here. Let's paint this bad boy up again, because I forgot what I was doing. Boom. Very nice. Oh, look who's here. Lady Gazelle. Shh, dude. Yeah, don't bring attention to people who don't be brought attention to. It's rude. Welcome to the stream. I'm assuming that you know that you're here because Veller insisted. Welcome. Alright, so this should be fun. Let's get in here. So... oh, I gotta do the harpoon. Here we go. And... nice. So yeah, they do a good job of making the vehicles good, but the melee combat just isn't insisted. Gently prodded. Don't worry, Chumbucket, we'll be right back. I won't leave you there for hours because I'm gonna grab this instead.
The woman wasn't mine.
Oh, I gotta fill up the gas tank. See if we can actually see stuff here. Weird scrawlings. That's onward to this strange tomb. Any cameo appearance by the Whirly Bird? No, actually. Thanks for the follow as well. I appreciate it. No, I'm both happy and a little disappointed that we don't see those cameo appearances. I would assume most likely because they didn't, like, have the rights. I don't know how it all works. Oh, there's no fuel in that. Come on.
That's enough.
It's not enough. It's enough to get it started. It's not enough to get it going. Not enough to drive it back to Jeet's stronghold or Gutgash's stronghold, whichever is arguably closer here. But yeah, there's no appearances by, like, kind of the more weirder and wacky characters that usually exist in general in Mad Max's realm. Like, you've got the leaders, which all have their own, you know, weird character traits. Like Gutgash is his legs all busted up, Jeet's all burnt to a crisp, and Pink Eye exists in a wheelchair. Pink Eye looks like a Sister of Battle from Warhammer 40k was crippled and stuck on a planet and just wants to kill everyone, which is pretty great. Here we go. Boom, boom. I want you in my room. Can I get out here? So this vehicle, as you notice, is painted in gold. Very nice. And has a motorbike on the back of it. And there's this, you know, there's this moment in the game where Mad Max, you know, you run around, you find this history relic, and it's like, what is this crazy thing? It's like a picture of a motorbike, and nobody knows. Like, it's just like, what is this wild thing? And that's one of those moments I'm like, you know, it hasn't been that long since the apocalypse. Most people probably alive still remember what motorbikes are. You know, they just because they don't appear in any of the films. Because, like I said, oh, so Boar, what can you do with all of your newfound fame? Oh, I know, play Hellgirls. You know, do it for the fans. Is Hellgirls worth it though? Is it? Because I'd have to go buy that shit too. You know, is it truly going to be a game that I'm going to enjoy? Because I don't know if dating simulator. I've never really. So, fun fact: when I grew up, that style of game was primarily for like pornographic games. Like I remember playing those and being like, ugh, these puzzles are so lame and boring, and I don't care about the dialogue, and nothing about this is a game. I just want to go and jerk off. Stop putting all this stuff in the way of my jerking off. Which, you know, I guess some people enjoy the challenge there. There's always Dream Daddy. Once again, I guess Dream Daddy is a bit more kosher. Dream Daddy, the only reason I honestly know about it is because it was